Oh, yes. Now, delay, refusal, or default by one parent does not exclude timely compliance by the other. A parent who delays beyond the 90-day deadline, that's the 90-day to respond, yes, to the children in the middle class. No final parenting plan shall be entered without said certificate, except in those cases in the court has waived attendance. Yes. Now, there's certified providers. Yes. And then there's a fee. Now, these individuals that have this seminar that all of the parties have to attend, unless of course they're exempted. Yeah. The stages of childhood, stress indicators in children, age appropriate expectations, the grief process. Communication skills for divorced parents. Seems to have been a problem communicating. The long-term impact of parental conflict on children. Reducing stress for children through an amicable divorce. Yes. Now, I mentioned this yesterday. Going to the children of the middle class. Yes. And then I went, and then she motioned for default. 3 days after I had gone, I think it was a Friday that I went there on a Thursday night, maybe, and then I motioned the court on the following Friday. Yes. And Heidi decided to motion the court on the next Monday. Um, I think Kitsap County is close enough to Clallam County and Jefferson County. Yes. Very similar curriculum. Yes. Practical skills for working together. Yes. Now it says 90 days in here. Okay. And I did respond within the 90 days. Yes. Grounds for waiver of attendance upon showing following court waiver attendance completion. Uh, I actually did have to go to it. Yes. And I did pay the $50. Now, for 7 years and 3 months, presentation for temporary orders and final pleadings and family law cases. Yes. Obviously, when a spouse receives a response and then motions the court for default dissolution of marriage, yes. When I did respond within the 90 days, it completely disregards the whole idea of a mandatory parenting class. Yes, because obviously she didn't give a fuck about it. I won't. Um, Custody investigator grievances. Um, I've emailed approximately 2 million times. Yes. And you have not enforced any of the actual requirements of law. Now, it's one thing to have parents go to these classes. It's another thing to allow a parent to get a response from me. Yes. Because I paid the $65 to serve her. Yes. And then you act like it does not fucking matter. Assignment of trial date if the case is not settled at the settlement conference. The court will assign a trial date not more than 120 days from the date of the settlement conference. Yes. Now, I was reading that last night. Ooh, this was the settlement conference on 9/14. Yes. The actual trial date was February 11th. Yes. But you didn't give me actual notice of it. How can we possibly settle the necessaries of the dissolution of marriage? Yes. Without me getting notice of the actual hearings. Oh. Now, on September 4th, yes. Notice for trial setting on 9/14, yes. But there was no actual proof of service. Now, I would say that actually awarding a dissolution of marriage, yes. without having proof of service or attempt of proof of notice of court hearings, as well as the child support worksheets and the proposed parenting plan and all the other shit that she was supposed to give me, violates the Kitsap County rules, and it probably violates all court rules in every county of the United States of America. Now I'm going to sue you for this, okay? Assignment of the trial date. If the case is not settled at settlement conference, the court will assign a trial date not more than 120 days from the date of the settlement conference. Yes. Exceptions will be addressed to the settlement conference judge. Now, we had a settlement conference hearing on 9/14. Yes. And then trial clerk setting. Right. And then we had another settlement conference. No, it was 9/14. Yes. Then there was supposed to be a court date on the 31st. Maybe that was going to be the non-jury trial. Oh. Do you not understand not serving me before having that violates the court rules of every court of the United States of America? Now, support modifications, mandatory parenting seminar. Oh. Now, a mandatory settlement conference shall be set within 45 days of the date noted for trial setting. Settlement conference are mandatory, shall be confirmed before 12 noon the day before the conference is scheduled. Yes. Now, settlement conference? Yes. 45 days before the trial setting. Yes. Oh. Listen, you dumb fuck. Remove your fraudulent dissolution of marriage. And remove your fraudulent protection orders. Because I am going to sue every oath of office in this nation that has any knowledge of the fraud of this county. Now, every jurisdiction of the United States is obligated to enforce the Constitution. That includes the Bill of Rights and all 10 of those Bill of Rights. Now, every fucking day, you